Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be looking at another project that is currently on Fantom, and obviously we'll be bridging over to Sonic. I really think this is a big potential play for the space in general and as the ecosystem grows. But just before we jump into that, we're going to go and do a little bit of background on the reason why I consider this. So if we look at OpenSea over here, is an NFT marketplace, so you get the idea where I'm going with this already. You can see here on the left, fees annualized 42 million. Roughly the revenue annualized on OpenSea is 1.6. The reason I picked this is obviously it's one of the biggest NFT marketplaces in the space at the moment, and it's on Ethereum and a few other chains as well. So from here, what I want to do is just to back it up. So obviously you can see there's 1.6 million in revenue has been generated for the last 30 days and roughly 215,000 for the last 24 hours. Again, it's backed up here. Another stat from Dune, it gives you roughly annualized revenue is 29 million over the year. So there's money and fees and revenue to be made obviously within the NFT marketplace. But going forward, what I'll be doing is I'll be doing a bit of comparison. So I will be comparing it to this NFT marketplace Bluebirds. Based on DefiLlama's NFT marketplace is ranked number one in the entire space for NFTs. Basically, they have tokens that are used within the NFT marketplace. So you can see here the fees that's generated the last 7 days is 658,000. So again, there's a lot of fees being spent on trading NFTs. So the project that I'm talking about, and obviously it's currently the leading one on Fantom, and I will imagine will be on Sonic, is PaintSwap. PaintSwap have their own token, and that's what we're really going to focus on, is the brush utility token. It's pretty much used throughout the entire PaintSwap dashboard platform to buy and sell NFTs and do everything else in between. So first what we're going to do is look at the current price of the brush token. You can see here we're at just 5 cents. It did have a pump over the last month, a little bit of a pump, so we came from, since November time, it came from 2 cents, hit up to roughly 6-7 cents, which was obviously a nice pump up, and now what's happening is starting to drop off again, and we're down to, as I mentioned, the 5 cent range. Just in comparison, again, comparing it to the Bluebird or the Blue token price, this is 37 cents, and the one thing I want you to bring your attention to there is the total supply. The total supply of this token is 3 billion. Current circulating supply of this Blur token is 2.68 billion, and the fully diluted valuation is 1.1 billion. So obviously current market cap is 792 million. In comparison to obviously to PaintSwap, you can see fully diluted value is 22 million. We have a current market cap of 21 million, a max supply of 450 million, but more on this now in a few minutes because this is changing, and circulating supply of just under 400 million. So again, there's a massive opportunity here. Valuation difference between the two of them, and if they're in a similar market, I think and market conditions, it could be a really good play. So if we look at again the Blur Birds token, you can get an idea of what the entire space. So they're on 2 chains, they're on Ethereum and on Blast. You can see the breakdown. You can see again fees and revenue, the way it's broken down. Fees and revenue per chain per was it 240, 50, there's 100,000 there, and obviously this is the 2 chains. We did have peaks over here July time up around close to 1 million, up here was close to 2 million in fees. So PaintSwap is, as I said, the one I'm looking at. I really think this is a real positive and a good play. I think with the connections they've built and the connections with obviously Sonic. I want to bring your attention to this pin post here, December the 5th. What I'm going to do is quickly just go over some of the elements in that, which is here, and a few of the big things that caught my eyes. Obviously we're moving to Sonic, everyone is aware of that now, but the main thing is down here is deflationary brush token. So as soon as we launch on Sonic, brush is going to become deflationary. There'll be no more brush coming into circulation. As I mentioned previously, it was 450 million, you can see it here. It was the total supply. However, they're capped at 400 million, and the other 50 million is going to be pretty much burnt and removed from circulation. The benefits of this is obviously here. The following dApps basically buy back and burn the brush token. So you have your NFT marketplace, which I showed you, which is 50% of the fees. You have the PaintSwap financial NFT marketplace. So again, think of this as your V Equally or V Arrows, all these kind of NFTs that are sold there. You have your NFT Launchpad, which is again 50% of fees are bought back and burned. Again, these are if you're launching an NFT. And S for Kingdom, which is a game, is another platform basically that's going to burn and sell the brush token. So the reason I like this one is for definite is if we look here, you can see S for Kingdom, the game itself has new users, 2,500 new users in the last, I think, 7 days based on this. So you can see there is a demand there for the game for definite, and also then, which in turn is going to mean more the brush tokens are going to be burnt. They're also building out their own USD stablecoins. So again, 50% of the fees here will go back to buying a brush token and burning it. And again, here the link here with Sonic is obviously the Sonic airdrop marketplace. So again, if we look here, you can see sneak peek, trade your share of 130 million S airdrop on your unique NFT marketplace built by PaintSwap. So again, as I mentioned, 50% of the fees here again are going to go back to buying and burning the brush token. And if we think I have another mention down here is all the different ways obviously you can will be able to earn with LPs. For me personally, I like this opportunity to earning from the APRs and getting decent returns, and obviously as part of the airdrop, you're going to be getting some of the Sonic points that are allocated to teams, so you have an opportunity to get that as well from providing LPs. So what we're going to quickly, just before we round it off here, we're going to look at the token itself and the chart. You can see here, I've marked it on the yellow dotted line there. This is roughly all-time high. This all-time high is based on CoinGecko as well. I've mentioned it is roughly 24 cents. So obviously we obviously had wicks way up. I don't know what was from, but we'll take the point roughly to 24 cent. You can see here we have 300 and something percent, or nearly 400%, so nearly 4 or 5x up to the all-time highs. Again, not financial advice, but I do see this comfortably doing this once Sonic launches and everything does kick off. And I suppose in comparison, if you're always looking to kind of risk to reward, I suppose PaintSwap is the biggest NFT marketplace currently on Fantom, and as they mentioned, I think in the documents over here, they do with Sonic with fee monetization, basically you'll get gas revenue back. So in this instance, for the last every quarter in 2024, they've been on top of the gas revenue thing, so they've got a massive amount of Fantom back that they can use whatever way. Now this was only about 15% of the gas coming back, so what's happening now is they're going to get 90% of the gas is going to come back to the protocol, which is pretty much a 600% increase. And again, they can use this to incentivize liquidity for brush payers, obviously brush Sonic payers, and again potentially use it to buy back and burn brush tokens. So as I mentioned, I feel that it can definitely reach an all-time high. And if we go to, as I said, comparing it to this token again, which is currently ranked on DefiLlama, the best NFT marketplace with a token, if we look at here and calculate the price of a market cap, so if PaintSwap had a market cap similar to Blur, it would be looking at $2, so that's a 36x straight away valuation. You can see Blur here is 161 ranked, while PaintSwap market cap is 1,363. So there is a lot of room to potentially grow for definite. And as I said, it's definitely worth, in my eyes, I mean, for Sonic is another punt, as I said, for a decent returns from a trade. As I said, we're down the lows, it's coming deflationary, no more coming into circulation, there's going to be an increased demand. So again, supply and demand is the one that rules here. So yeah, look, as I said, that's pretty much it. If you found it interesting and helpful in any way, let me know in the comments. I appreciate all the follows and support and stuff like that, and subscribe. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you.